Buenos dias. Nicole,
Yes.
we have 5 candles.
Yep.
You gonna blow them out or what? Okay. Just kidding. It's like somebody walking through the smoking section back in the day. Do you remember that? Everybody would always go, all the non-smoking healthy people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not smoking.
So why are we having cake at, what time is it? Like 11?
I don't know.
Oh man,
11.
11:08
11:08.
on a Monday. Are we that depressed?
No, we're happy. We're celebrating.
No, we're not giving up on
But
the
you
world.
can eat cake anytime you want. Just as FYI.
I'm having it for breakfast too.
Sure.
Maybe lunch.
Why not?
Maybe lunch.
Lunch.
It's dinner and lunch.
Dinner and lunch.
Brunch.
I know.
Lunch. Maybe 5 times a day.
Yeah.
Think I'll get diabetes and cut my feet off?
I hope not.
Hope not either. I like my feet.
I don't push you around forever.
Yeah, I don't have a...
Anyway.
No, go ahead.
So it's 5-year sober anniversary today. And
How many days is that?
I don't know.
My phone's being used. I can't do the math.
So anyhow, 5 years ago, I stopped drinking. And so we're celebrating.
So, okay. So let me
There's a
ask
reason
the
for
questions. I'm going to ask the questions y'all want to ask. When did you first realize you had a problem with alcohol?
I knew the first time I tasted it, I didn't like it. It made me sick the very first time.
What was the first drink you ever had?
Rum and Coke, and then a shot of tequila.
After a rum and coke, you had a shot.
I thought that was what I had. But I wasn't a drinker in high school. Like that was in high school when I had that. But I was immediately sick. Like immediately sick.
Like vomit?
Like could not get out of bed. Like I was sick.
Of 2 drinks?
I was that sick. Like I was miserable. So I should have known then. Like don't do this. But then I didn't really drink or anything my freshman year of college. My sophomore year, I went to a different school. I went down to Texas A&M College Station area where Nan was, my twin, and stuff. And there was some drinking there and stuff, but it still really wasn't my thing. And then eventually I would use it, like I told you the story before. When I would get angry or something, or when we were celebrating, it was something that was suggested to do for everything. And I don't necessarily think it's because it was college. I think it's our society has told us, hey, you had a bad day? Take a drink. Hey, you had a good day? Take a drink. Hey, you're cooking your family dinner. Better have that glass of wine. And has made it so socially acceptable to do so. Hey, brunch, endless mimosas. I can't cuss. Get messed up and go, and then drive in the afternoon. Like it's so pushed. It's so pushed that that's okay to do that we don't actually learn to actually deal with the emotions that we're having. So you become attached to this super easy way of dealing with how you're feeling because it covers it up for a second.
Did you know my grandpa was an alcoholic?
I think you mentioned that. No, you don't. I don't think you mentioned your grandpa was.
Yeah, my grandpa was an alcoholic. He used to come home and beat the kids after drinking. He sold records for Capitol Records back in the 50s. And he had 3 daughters and my dad. And he used to come home and beat my dad because he was drunk, because he was upset. So, and my stepdad, he would drink. He would get real mean too. And I noticed it in me that I would get massively really mean. Like, what are you looking at? And I would fight anybody. And I think it was in high school for me. I was probably maybe a freshman, or so I was 15 years old or 16 maybe. Might have been sophomore, but I was on top of one of my best friends at a party hitting my friend because I'd been drinking and I just didn't care.
Yeah.
That's awful. And that's when I realized, hey, I can't drink. So, and then at that point, when I was 18, I got a motorcycle, 17 or 18, and I knew that if you drank and drove a motorcycle, like, that's instant death. So I just quit drinking entirely and didn't do anything like that. And it's probably stayed that way to where I can only have 2 or 3 drinks, and to stay sane and not want to pick a fight with somebody or do really crazy stuff. I can have 2 or 3, but I don't have a problem. I can't imagine having a problem. When did you realize it was a problem? Like, when
Problem?
was it right before you went?
You don't, for me, everybody's a little different, but no, not right before I went to rehab. No, I knew it was a problem. I told somebody it was a problem when I was 23, 24 years old. I had gone to somebody and said, I think I have a problem. Because I would try to stop, and like when you stop and it's been in your system for so long. Now, I wasn't like waking up and drinking at this point or anything like that, or I like to drink at night. I would go out with my friends, and I would feel awful the next day. But then we would drink so much, like you would shake because you were like going through withdrawals, and it was awful. And when that happened, I was like, this is bad. There's a problem. And like, I remember I had some wine in my fridge and I poured it out. Like, are you eating my cake too?
You said you didn't want it. You said we were just using it for a video. It's really good.
Mm-hmm. It is really good. Good job, Shai. So
in your 20s, you knew.
I knew it, but it was such a just available, easy Band-Aid. And there was I could find a reason to drink. Oh, so-and-so hurt my feelings, or, oh, we had a great day, or, I don't watch the sports, but they won a game, or whatever.
All right.
But yeah, so you found a reason, and, you felt better for a second, but it was just covering up what you felt. So,
So what happened, like, so how did you get clean? Like, what happened? Did you have like an intervention where all your friends came in this room, they locked you in and said you're not going anywhere?
No, so my twin sister passed away 7 years ago yesterday. She had a rare heart infection nobody knew she had. She didn't know there was anything wrong. She went for a jog. She came home and she had her first heart attack. And her boyfriend had called 911, then called me. They got her resuscitated to the hospital, where she had 2 more before she actually passed. It had gotten so bad that there really wasn't a whole lot. They could have extended her life, or she could have been with us till she passed. So we chose her to be with us. And so on the 2-year
Did it make you drink more?
It did. Well, her death did not. I use it as an excuse to drink. I was sad, I was hurt, and instead of actually processing what was going on, I drank. I drank at night. I never really wanted to, and the weekends and stuff, because we would cook or barbecue or whatever, and have, there'd be beer and wine. I didn't do liquor, because liquor didn't make me fight, but after 3 drinks, I told you exactly what I was thinking about you. And it was bad.
I don't even have to drink to do that.
I don't either anymore. At least it's a little more refined. It's not as blunt.
I don't like my neighbors 5 doors down. I really don't like
those. They're But no, with the so 2 years into it, I was 2-year anniversary of her death. I was a mess. I was crying. I was drunk. I was sad. My now ex-husband had taken our kids, I think, to his mom's. My best friend Nikki had come over to check on me because she knew I'd be sad that day. And I lived kind of far, so she drove all the way out there, and she got there, she was just kind of looked around, and she was like, this is not okay. You're not okay. You need help. And she called my little sister, who in turn called my dad, and my mom was still alive at this point, and they all got to talking, and they found a place to take me. They first took me to the hospital to detox safely, so that because you can die from alcohol detox, and I was terrified I would die. It was like my body hurt so bad. I was in so much pain, shaking, throwing up, miserable, could barely move. So they got me to the hospital, and I detoxed there. Then when I was released, my little sister, she was super cute. She was all like, "Hey, we found this place for you." And she like scrolled through these really great pictures of this like resort. And I thought, oh, and she's like, "You can go there for like a week and, relax and get better and recharge." And I was like, "Let's go. That sounds great." They packed a bag for me and everything. And I remember my dad went and bought me new shoes. And I was like, "Why do I need new shoes for a week?" Because it wasn't a week. They dropped me off and drove off, and did not come back and get me. The choice was you get help where you pretty much don't have anywhere to go. My ex-husband served me divorce papers on Valentine's Day when I was in rehab, and then I really had nowhere to go. So I chose to stay and get better. I wanted to be better for my kids. I wanted to stay alive for my family. That was my major motivation. I wasn't gonna leave them. I wasn't gonna disappoint them.
How long were you in there for?
It was like 32 days because I went. There was a holiday involved of some kind.
Valentine's Day.
No, there was
St. Patrick's Day.
No, there was something where I was there for like a weird Monday. Or anyway, it's normally. That's what it was. It's normally like 30 days, but you can stay for longer. I went to, at the time it was called Sunspire. It's now called the Texas Meadows. It's in Princeton. It's absolutely beautiful. You feel safe there. They keep you super busy so that you really don't have that much time to get distracted thinking about drinking, or you miss it or anything. Like, I didn't think about that at all. I thought about, we had a game night, and we had classes that taught us like how to deal with your emotions. Like, it's okay to be angry. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to cry. It's okay to actually go through your emotion. That way you learn how to handle it better. I still don't at all. There's still a lot to learn, but it was amazing. And when I first was there, I told them I wanted to leave. I didn't want to be there. And the kid enrolling me was like, "I don't give up if you stay or go, but you have a chance, and there's a lot of other people that would want to be here." And I knew that I was there for a reason.
So a month? You were there for a month? And then when you got out, what happened? Did you miss your own bed, first off?
Bed. No, because I actually moved in with my dad. It was my bed is from my house growing up, so it's my own bed. It really was. And so I was there 6 months sober. My mom died. Then I got divorced 2 weeks later, and that's when I started wearing the crown. So some of y'all see me with the crown. My mom wore a crown. She was a beauty pageant, and she did Miss Congeniality all the time, is what she won. But she had a crown, and it was sitting on her urn, and I put it on to feel better, because you can't keep your head down with the crown on. And so I put the crown on, and I felt better. And then I started giving those crowns out. I guess that was my way of helping others. So first crown went to Natalie. She was going through a divorce, and I wanted her to remember who she was. The note said, I can't use all the words, and so she got her. She was
do you find it amazing, like that? Like there's people out there, and like I see it a lot. Like I think I have more fun, like just being me. Like, I think my mind is already so far funny that I just can't imagine like having to say, look, this isn't gonna be fun without alcohol. Like, that's crazy to me, because to me, it's like, man, I come up with better ideas, like totally sober. Just give me a cup of coffee.
Well, your brain, society tells you it will be more fun. Look at the commercials for the alcohol. They make it like it's the most fun in the entire world to go out with your friends and drink this organic wine. What the hell is that stuff?
It's all organic. It doesn't matter.
But it's just, they make it so it's fun. And so people, we all...
Hey, we're going to get lit later. Oh my God. We're just gonna
and that
get
was
lit.
the cool thing when I was at rehab, was that they had so many activities to show you, hey, you can actually do this without drinking. And so like we would go fishing, horseback riding, there was a gym, there was game nights. I remember sitting around playing Uno and I was like, this is stupid. And by the end of it, I was like, reverse. Like I was all into it. And it was fun. It was so fun. And I forgot what fun was and how it's supposed to actually be. I didn't need it. It's not for me. Very non-judgmental, except when I'm driving to work, but very non-judgmental.
Tell us about the note in your car.
The note in my car.
Tell them about the note.
So I like to give myself reminders. I have reminders all over my desk on things. I have a lot of people at work that help me succeed. And so whenever they point out something I need to do a different way, I put a note. But I also noticed I put a note in my car that says, can I say the word though?
I'd just say a-hole.
Don't be an a-hole because you're late. Because I notice when I don't leave on time, I am yelling at people like, what did I say? Where do you not have to be today? Like, get out of my way. And if I left on time and or left earlier, then I would get there smoothly and it wouldn't be stressful. So that's on me. That's another thing I learned at rehab. Everybody should go to rehab, is own your own mistakes and own your own, or counseling of some kind. Yes.
I went to counseling.
Well, you didn't go to the right people. And I've gone to counseling before I went to this place.
I think you have to have a way open mind and
you
be able to do it. And if you're closed-minded, like counseling, it didn't really work for me and my stepdad. Like we still went at each other. Malt liquor really got me.
Probably should have gone to rehab. So
stepdad,
maybe, but I think
Jack Daniel's Black really got.
I think that some of us just didn't get the tools. I grew up with a great family. Was sports and class officer in high school. We did tons of stuff. We had a great family. It wasn't that. It was just like I found something that worked, but it till it didn't.
Was it a big deal in your household though? Like drinking? Like not a big deal. It wasn't a big deal in mine.
It was. So like Dad played soccer, and I know like at the soccer games they took turns bringing beer. And like I remember seeing it there. I remember seeing maybe at a party, but like when we would go out and stuff, our parents maybe had like a margarita or something, but like nothing crazy. It was not. They never like pushed it. It wasn't where they were partying with us or anything weird like that. But it was just.
My parents never made a big deal about it. They didn't want a big deal, but it's funny. I noticed, and I don't know if this is true with everybody, but like I had some friends where their parents were ultra strict. There were 4 of them, but only 2 of them that I hang out with. Not saying any names, but you know who you are. And your parents were ultra strict about drinking and smoking. And, one of them I know like really, really kind of drinking. I think it was just because you were told no, like you can't, to where I think
I don't think everybody's a little different on that.
when Cole of Faith are of age and they ask, because they'll get to that point where they're gonna ask, hey, can I try that? I'm gonna, yeah, man, here, let me show you some people that tried it before you and had problems. I know I can't do it. Just to let y'all know, I can't drink, so maybe y'all can consider it, but here it is. I won't just strictly say no, because I think that makes kids want to do it more.
I don't know. I think every kid is totally different, but I do think that there is some truth behind when people say the no thing, but and I've said the same to mine. I've told them if there comes a time that they want to, I would rather I know, just so that in case there's a problem, we can catch it early. But they both are very clear that it is not for them.
We have to wrap it up. So, what would you tell like somebody that thinks they have a problem, or what would you tell them? Like, how does somebody get help? Like, if it's not I'm sure it's noticeable. Like, I can tell, like, people, like, I can tell the people that drink a lot, and I really think I can tell the people that have a real problem with it. But like, I don't.
Well, there's a lot of functional alcoholics out there.
I don't tell those people. I don't tell them, hey,
Well, so first off, they're not going to stop until they know they have a problem. Like, they have to realize that it's an issue, that somebody telling them, they have to realize it, because then they're not going to actually recover. So if you are even questioning how much you're drinking, you're probably drinking too much. If you're trying to not drink one weekend and you still do, just kind of think about what's behind that. Why are you drinking? Are you drinking because you're bored? Are you hungry? Are you tired? Are you happy? Like, what's the reason you want to drink? And try replacing that drink with something else and see if it's exactly the same.
People really drink because they're bored?
Yes. I drink these. This is the knockoff LaCroix. It's a sparkle water. A lot of us alcoholics drink these to replace just the bubbles, pretty much. He doesn't like them, but he drinks them. So
only when my
you like the Rambler ones. We've tried a couple
Rambler
different ones.
Bad.
These are
that's
just
horrible. Like, Cole and I tried to put sugar
in it to make it better.
It still tastes terrible.
But this works.
Brush your teeth and then drink it, and then it tastes a little bit better.
But if you get something to replace the drink and you're still having a hard time,
Come here.
There might be a problem. But if you are having a hard time, women, you can definitely let me know. Men can go through Bo, and we can get you to the right person to help you, because we do want to help. I know I asked for help a long time ago, and I was ignored, and it could have saved me about 20 years. And it's not somebody else's job to help other people. But if somebody ever does come to you, don't give up, and just see if you can help them and save their lives.
First off, you gotta want help. Like,
Yes.
if you don't want help and you want to destroy yourself, hey, it's your life, but don't destroy those around you, because that's not fair. That's really crappy, especially if you have kids and you're out there and you have a problem and you're destroying your life. Well, guess what? You're destroying their life too. So if you do have a problem, help yourself. Just for them. Don't do it for you.
So my other big pet peeve is that nobody makes you drink. Your kids don't make you drink. You choose that. Your
They don't make you do
spouse doesn't make you drink. You choose that. Nobody makes you drink. You make it an excuse to drink. So just stop making excuses if you are, and let us know if you need help, because we have all the different resources, and you don't have to just there's tons of different ways to go about this. It doesn't have to be AA. There's scientific ways that have worked for some people. There are different types of counseling, just different tools to get you to where you don't have to pick up a drink to cover up how you're feeling. And you can feel better.
Just be strong, man. Be strong.